Sanara Adonai Jesus and Herala Gonara Kunhuna de Agonara Amen 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 I am Jesus Christ the called Iduna Prometeo the offsprings of a Titanics the called Titans. I will put enmity between you and the woman, and between your offspring and her offspring. He shall bruise your head, and you shall bruise his heel. I know I've spoke to you about this before, but I've said Bible is double-edged. Whoa. So, what is the enmity that I've put between you and the woman? First of all, it is your semens. Second is your DIC keys. Third is your vaginings. Fourth is the ova egg. Ova or egg cells. Differentiate of male and females, which is the enmity between you and the woman. Enmity is puot, galit, or rage and what you call the galit? What is means galit? Rage and anger. You know, rage, being mad, be angry. It's like when you cannot get loose. It's a pressure when you do abstinence. It's a pressure to your head, which is the reason why you should not. You have to make yourself loose. For it is the enmity between humans, or what you call between humans and the immortals. Because the immortals humans, when immortals get pregnant, they make babies through by flowers. They make babies through by flowers. They bore it through by flowers. Like when I was Maya, the art of Maya, I was inside of a small tube. Inside of a small tube until I become old Tambelina. I become Tambelina. I become the inside of the lotus, Tara Buddhi, It is what bit also meaning of that between you and the woman, because the woman is immortal and the man was mortal. Why the woman was immortal or half? Because he was taken from Adam. Adam was the to gain the immortality, or to be immortalized as he become one of us who knows good and evil. He becomes one of us who knows good and evil. And literally, it was like I said to you, for my father that needs to replenish, because the time when they left my father on the way to heaven, my father was, because humans, immortality in the beginning, we have to eat the fruit of the knowledge so that you won't get old. It is the fruit of knowledge of the penal, what you call this? To keep the youth full, to keep the youth as it was in the Asgard. Asgard. So, ASGARD. Asgard. They're here now. The spirit's in there. Because I've already spoken about this tonight for I don't know a few times, and I shouldn't suppose to, because it's I'm a Holy Spirit, and I should not supposed to speak like this about them, because when I speak, they can hear me, Holy Spirit of their Father. Their Father, also my Father. but the axe. The enmity that put in there, like I said, is also means of the old ova or egg cells, which is game mates, and the differentiate in woman it's called female game mates called ova or egg cells, and male game mates are called sperm. And that is the seminal fluid between you and the woman, which is the thing, which its secretions that like a comparison with the precoital urine from the same women, which is a composition. Unlike urine, its content like components, like a same thing in the sperm and the sperm. It's sperm and ova egg cells. That is the enmity. Enmity is because as thanks it is the sins of gods. You know, it is the sins of gods, humans. The enmity in there. That's put in there. That is why, as when you are doing sex, you have to don't enjoy it. Why? Because it's the sins of God. When the gods sees that you can see them what they're doing, and then they will go hide. They won't show up to you. You won't see them. Why humans? Because they are very shy. They're very shy because that's immortality is humans, because in immortal don't bear child in the broom or what you call the womb. The bore it through by flowers, as I've stated already, through flowers. And then he shall bruise your head and you shall bruise his heel. What is this? It is to, as I said to you also in the, like I said, it is a D-I-C-K and the A-Z-A-I-N-A, and then bruise your head and you shall bruise his heel. This head is like about the humans get married, and then after like an hour they have fighting already. They're like this. They're not there. They're like this humans. Don't you notice that in this end there's more divorce happening in the world? Why? They cannot martyr themselves into the things that they promise to be wed for there forever. Like they promise in front of their doctors that they will stay. They will through thick and thin, and then after a month, after a week, they're already jumping out the door. You shall bruise his heel, that is atoning your own sins. You have to walk miles and miles like the Buddhists does daily. They walk miles, bruising their heel to find food for the children that they are feeding for. It's the symbol of Adam. Daily they walk about on the garden without any without any slepa on, without any. They have like I made a sleeper for them, which is there's a certain word school to that, but it was like a bamboo sleeper, as you have to make it very 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 thin so that you can knit it to sandals. And that is why it is also means of the you shall bruise your heel to the forgiveness of the sins. For the forgiveness of the sins, you shall bruise his heel. You walk miles and miles and miles and miles and miles so that the sins that pass down to the human is going to be atoned by you yourselves, without relying anybody, without relying anyone but you yourselves. because whom you call Jesus only paid for is those whom I've died for on his cross. You know, it's the symbol of Adam and Eve. I become because it was the sin of God. I'm atoning. You know, I'm atoning for when he fell to the abyss. He have not any vessel to get into, but I alone, his wife. You know, for Raphael also as him to come back as Magdala's son. You know, for I to become them in this end. You know, humans, that's atoning for the forgiveness of the sins. You shall bruise his heel.